Formula Drift Long Beach. Today is Friday. This is our first time out here. We've had a heck of a weekend so far. We got here, we had a broken part in the car. We replaced it. Ended up breaking it again out in the parade lap around the city of Long Beach. So we got that. We ended up having to go last night actually. Luckily, Dylan Hughes was able to hook us up with his neighbor, and he had a machine shop and was able to basically custom build us a part. We got that done, and then actually got another one for a spare now, so we should be good. But unfortunately that took a little bit of time and we missed out on our first practice session. So we went out on our second, had a couple of decent runs, you know, trying to figure out the track and everything. Brand new track, so really tricky. There was a couple of crashes, I think, out there prior to us getting out there as well, and ended up laying down a bunch of oil in the first corner, so right on the wall where we need to drive every time, so it was a little slick out there. So we were basically, I think we had two decent practice runs, and it was basically just trying to figure out that initiation and how deep we can go into that corner and hit that kind of slick spot where it would kind of pull you into the wall more.
First time here,
On our first run, basically I was expecting the oil to kind of pull me out towards the wall more, and ended up staying a little bit too far inside, and I didn't get in that slick area, so it really didn't push me out as far as I expected it to. And then swinging back, because I wasn't as deep into the wall on the first wall, coming back I was too deep in the second wall, and got into the wall a little bit, but was able to pull off the run. The tire was kind of dangling back there, but it held on long enough. So made a run, got like a 74 or something. It wasn't great just because of the big bobble from the wall hit. But then second run we went out, we were in the bottom 8, so we had to make a second pass. Basically went out there, threw it in. It was a really good entry, and then basically threw a bunch of angle at it, and went to get back on throttle to pull out of it, and it kind of got into that slick area again, and I just couldn't pull it out. So we looped out a little bit, did a big burnout for fun, and luckily, because we got a score on the first run, we did make it in the show, so got lucky there. So tomorrow we got to, the car's feeling good. We think we have all the issues figured out, so hopefully we can get out there, learn the whole track and practice really quick, and then from the looks of it right now, we got JTP in top 32, so it'll be super fun. We're looking forward to it, and yeah, we'll see how it goes.
JTP, Alec Robbins up here of the judges out to the outside. Quick little touch and go. Justin Paul gets out there. Alec Robbins on the struggle bus right now as JTP with all the clean air, absolutely putting it down and doing exactly what he needs to do. Alec Robbins sends an interview of the judges, gets to that outside touch and go. And Justin Pollock chasing him down, didn't get as deep as Alec Robbins, but he knows he has an advantage here, so he really doesn't need to pour all of it on there. Just really kind of show up, show some presence.
Okay, so today is Saturday at FD Long Beach. Today could have gone a little bit better. We had a few more issues today. We've been fighting issues with the supercharger. We had a couple parts that we've been going 2 years strong and had no issues, and then this weekend it's like they're just like back to back to back. We've been having part failures, so we've been playing with that a little bit. We ended up, during practice, we had 2 good runs. We had a good lead and a good chase, and then ended up breaking one right before competition. We got it swapped out, but the one we had to swap it out for was actually a solid steel unit. So it was a little bit different. It was something we just had machined up on Friday, so brand new parts, never been tested in the car, and went out for our lap with JTP. We were in the chase first, and going into the first corner, the car kind of hesitated a little bit on throttle, and I wasn't able to push wide enough out behind him. It kind of put me in a bad spot. I was way inside in the corner, and had to left foot brake a little bit as I was coming to the transition, and it kind of messed me up a little bit. I kind of lost where the steering wheel was, and then transitioning back, I was coming towards the wall again, and I just had to get out of it. It was just put me in a bad place, and I wanted to save the car more than anything at that point. So got out of it, got back in it, and finished the run a little bit, but with a huge mistake. I mean, I knew I was sitting on a 0 at that point. So second run, I just went out there. We haven't really had any good practice runs all weekend. It's kind of been hit or miss. We've had, I think we only did probably 3 or 4 lead runs throughout the weekend. So went out there, and I was just looking to put down a run, and ended up doing that. We were just a touch shallow in a couple of the outer zones, but put together a full run. It was a good run for JTB to follow, and he did a great job, and he was able to advance. So yeah, next weekend or next round will be in Irwindale. We got a couple issues to figure out with the car. We got the car going to get looked at. We're going to rebuild some parts, kind of look into our other options, and hopefully have it 100% and ready to go for the final round. And yeah, we're looking forward to it. Irwindale's a fun track, so yeah, it'll be good.